think that wrap's gonna boil itself off?
Yeah.
Baseline 2022 10 speed. It's getting our stage 5. See what it puts down stock. $412. How are you doing on this jammer? This is everything that's been taken off already. Got the X-rays, stock exhaust cats, stock intake manifold, that'll be replaced. Drop in Corella pistons and rods, and it's going to get a blower. So Matt's got the valve covers off, intakes off, accessories are off. It's going to be an LT4 swap basically. The engine out, sitting on the stand here. What's up? Getting ready to drop in some pistons and rods.
Yeah.
How's it look?
Looks like a f***ing engine.
In, heads are on, got our cam, valve train package, etc. So he's got the ATI super dampener on, new belts, and we'll wait for the blower. First, going to retain the factory mufflers, so we'll still have these actuators here so they can close the exhaust or open the exhaust, whether they want it quiet or loud. There's some fitment issues with the headers, and the X pipe had to be modded. So, what kind of headers are these?
Speed engineer.
These aren't fitting well on this, so we're going to try to get another set from a different manufacturer and see how that goes. That baby's ready to rock.
Ready to do something.
I think that wrap's gonna boil itself off?
Yeah. In about 10 minutes.
Well, I guess we'll find out, right? Stay tuned.
It's gonna stink and make a mess too. I'm just thinking it should probably come off before it even gets to that point.
What are your thoughts on the speed engineering headers?
They don't fit. Don't really need to say a whole lot else about them.
Did we get an update on which headers?
I think we're just gonna swap them for Texas speed headers.
Fuel unit. There's a new unit. Stock fuel tank is out.
Let's see, Pop. This thing is a convertible. It has a little bit different fuel pump setup in the tank. So this is the sender for the saddle tank. And what we had to do was basically get the sender and transfer lines on just a regular hardtop ZL1.
Okay.
So I'm waiting on that. Stuff's got overnight from the dealer. Hopefully get here early and then we can run the DSX pump like normal. So if you have a convertible and you want to run the DSX fuel pump, you will have to do this. I saw some websites sell it as a kit, but you can find the part numbers and just get it from your local dealer.
What did he end up going with?
Texas speeds, which
It's better than that speed engineering.
yeah, but it doesn't go back far enough to where I already cut the fucking exhaust, but I'm just gonna have to make it work.
We're just going to throw band clamps on there and
Nope, I'm just gonna weld it.
weld it.
Around it real quick. Call it a fucking day. I'm pretty fucking happy with that.
It looks good, dude.
Not bad for putting two exhaust systems together. And these fucking pearl ass welds I laid on it. What?
2 exhausts in one.
Yeah, hey, ask me how I did it, I'm telling them grace. Ask me how I'm living, I'm telling them great. Ask me how I did it, I'm telling them grace. Ask me how.
All right, 22 Camaro. Pretty cool, different little setup. Basically got like a full stage 5, I guess you can call it ish, but with an LT4 blower instead of like a Magnus and like we normally do, and no meth. So basic rundown on parts. Got our full cam package. It got Carrillo CP drop-in rod and piston, DSX in-tank fuel pump setup, LT4 injectors and pump, and then whatever supercharger he brought us. I don't know if it was, I'm assuming it was ported. I forget what headers he brought us. He had some parts. So he brought us, I think they were Speed Engineering headers at first, and they were literally just laying on the frame rail, so we couldn't do them. So then I think the only other thing that someone had in stock was Texas Speed headers, so we put them on. And I guess it had a rotofab on it. So I obviously already started making some pulls on this because this isn't going to be like our general quick one. Like obviously it's not a setup I've done, but I do got some pulls on it now. It's pretty close. I'm just kind of getting it dialed in and putting some timing in it now. And it just made 754, 677, and this is on straight 93. So, and it makes like 16 pounds of boost. So pretty cool setup, and I think I can honestly get a little bit more. I don't have a ton of timing in it right now, but the issue I think I'm gonna run into is the high side, basically the high side injectors running out of fuel. Basically it does have flex fuel on it, so duty cycle's at 30% now. These things generally don't like being above like 35. So plus I think once I put more timing in this thing and kind of dial it in on pump gas, it may go to like 32%. So I don't know, I'll see how much E I can get in it. My guess it's not going to be a lot, maybe 30 to 35%, if that. So we'll see. I'm gonna play with it some more. I'll finish it out on pump gas, and then we'll see. I forgot to forgot to turn on the screen record, so I'll do that and we'll get back to it. Still pump gas. I just added a little bit of timing, let it cool down some, and I rearrange the wideband a little bit. Let's see what we got. It's about it on pump gas. So 766 or 67, whatever that last one made's the highest. I'm gonna dump some E in it now and see how much we can get in. If we can get 40%, I'll be happy. I just don't know if we're gonna get that high, so we'll see. I'll dump. Let's see. I don't think there's a lot of gas in it right now. I'll probably dump a couple gallons in and get it up to like maybe 30 and see. Got a quarter tank, and then we'll go from there. All right, I just cycled the E around. It's got like 28% in it, 27%. And the AITs are screaming hot right now. So don't expect a power increase. Yeah, 757. It went down, obviously, as I said, it is cooking hot right now. AITs were 163 at the end of that pull. It's like 99 degrees today or something. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna let this thing cool for a little bit and I'll be back. All right, that wasn't the longest cool down, but I'm trying to finish this thing today. See what she's got. 42% E, which I think is gonna be about the most we can run. AITs are not cold in this thing. They're 118 right now. This thing only has the center ZL1 heat exchanger, and ZL1s have 3. They got a center and 2 side ones, so ZL1s cool down great, but this thing only has the 1, so it's only going to be so good. Yeah, this thing's just still too hot. 115, it's 160 degree air intake temps again in the pool. 780. I think it would make a little more personally if I let it cool down more, but which I might do. I actually think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna, man, I want to do a cold pull on this in the morning. I'll put that thing on tomorrow. Yeah, this thing will make more power than it is. And I don't want to, it's hot as fuck and it's only up 12 on 40% E. It's just an unfair comparison. So it'll probably make 800 cold, and I'd rather do that. This thing, it only cooled down to like 120.
Yeah, it's only been a few minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. All right, fresh morning pull. Battery's on yellow. Let's hope it actually records all of this. Okay, well that lasted about 6 seconds. New battery. See if we can break 800 with this thing. We were at 780 yesterday and it was still warm. It's much cooler now. It's actually hotter outside. It's supposed to be 104 today. Right now it's 95. Feels like 109. And it is 11:45. Gonna be a hot one, boys. There we go. That's why I waited until today. I knew the customer would be much happier with that number, which is an actual comparison from the pump gas number, cold pump gas to cold E85, than yesterday at 813. You know what I mean? 813 is a lot better than 780. Freaking 33 horsepower. But that's maxed out right there. It just hit, like, it peaked at 36% duty cycle, which is it. Let me see, high side's actually probably dropping some. Actually, it's not. It was good, but either way, that's it. It's got 42% E in it. That's killer. I mean, it's a nice little setup. You want basically like a baby ZL1, whatever you want to call it. No meth, nothing. 813 horsepower. This thing's sick. I'm gonna make a little adjustment, and then we're gonna do some trans pulls. I'll be right back. This thing's got like a stock tire on it, so I don't think it's gonna hold a 3, 4, 5 shift. Let's see if it'll hold 4th. Spinning, and it did not like that. Let me play with that some. I lowered 4th, and I put a little VHT on it, so between the two, we should be good. I mean, it might still spin, but we'll see. Perfect. This thing's rowdy, dude. We've never done a setup like this, but I don't know, I'm kind of digging it. It's just like a ZL1. I don't know why I like think it's cool. It's not really any different than if we just like did some bolt-ons and a cam and whatever to a ZL1. But I don't know, it's just different and neat. Like you pull up to this thing and I guess think it's like an SS and makes 830 wheel. I don't know, pretty sick. I like it. It's the first like one of these we ever did with like an LT4 blower. Obviously we've done like our stage 5s and done this with like a Magnuson. I don't know, this is just neat. That's all. So if you want a setup like this, hit us up because I think it's pretty sick.